Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Ian.is.weird. You may have noticed that I already posted a very short video for today. I went to Joanne to pick up an order and found some very pretty yarn. So I'm not going to show you that because I want to stay focused on the task at hand, which is working on an order. And for someone who seems super sweet, and I'm so excited to make an order for them. And then also to to watch Scream. Now I finished out the zombie grouping of movies. There might be some that pop up here and there, but now we're kind of like I'm kind of getting into. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do slasher, if I'm gonna do like teens and stuff like that. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna roll with this one. But I just, for me, it's Scream was as good an option as any. I have like 10 post-it notes where just every time I have an idea of a movie that would be good on here, I want to write it. Now I've seen this movie 100,000,000 times. I love it. I love slasher movies. I don't watch as many as I feel like I do. But blood and those type of things don't bother me. It's like I don't really like jump scares, so anything that relies really heavily on jump scares will bother me. So Scream, like the first couple times I watched it, like getting to know the jump scares, like I'll probably still jump, just who I am. But other than that, like it's just a good classic movie. It's crazy that classic is 1996, but I guess that was just a little while ago. I'm okay. Oh god. So I'm going to hook up my phone to my TV to my audio, and we're going to try to watch the movie Scream. Now, Rabbit Grannies last night was so freaking bad. I am still angry that it exists. Um, and like the acting was bad. Everything about it was just like, I know it was supposed to be like offensively bad. Like, sometimes they try to make movies like good, bad. And I do like good, bad movies, but like this was just like, oh my gosh, like I like wow, that was nope. So we didn't get very far, but it was fun to do makeup, so I did have fun doing that with you all. I hope you had fun hanging out with me. If you didn't, that's okay. It's not what I do every day on my channel. Right now, I'm working on a cardigan that I got commissioned to do, and literally, like, I'm having like yarn prolapses like left and right. Like, look at this one. So the tape came off of this right here. I'm just gonna like shove the tape back on in hopes that it will help like any further like so that's what happened there. And then I had to go to the store to get this color, and then I wanted to add a little bit more white. All of the pride colors that the Big Twist had, the Big Twist Living had, if it had white in it, the white just wasn't like there's just not a lot of it. So I add my own white here and there just to kind of actually have some white show up in because like this so this naturally occurred in there, but like there's not that much white and it's a lot of pink. And then there's a lot of blue on this side, so that's okay. But here I just switched over and added my own white. I'm gonna go for a little while and then switch back to the other yarn. More ends to sew in, but it'll give me the look that I actually want and give me the colors that I want. So that's okay. Sorry, I just like a little bit more tuck up. So let's watch Scream. And then once this is done, I plan to get back to my dress for drag. So I'm using a size K hook, which is a 6.5 millimeter hook. I did use my carrying case from Furls, just because like it's nice to not have it get hooked on the yarn and stuff like that. What's your favorite scary movie? I also like really. Oh, the Pure Bang is so gorgeous. I um I always think it's like my brain like confuses like scary movie and Scream like all the time whenever I watch those. So I'm like, oh, this is what happens, and I'm like, no, that's not what happens. The Jiffy Pop. Oh my gosh, the Jiffy Pop. What's your favorite Scream? The one I really like. She keeps answering like it's gonna go. Just see what your insides are like. Turn to page 57. So I'm gonna cut this down. Hello. Oh, 333 here. Crocheting owl amigurumi. That sounds amazing. So do you like to read patterns or make your own or it just like all came out? So good. Hey Lydia, I didn't know that you were gonna be on busy tonight. Being on. Okay, I mean I'm on pretty much every night for 100 nights, but that's okay. I mean, you just because you're a moderator doesn't mean that you have to be here every night. That's okay. The ship pops on fire. So I'm working on a hexagon cardigan. This half will be trans pride colors. Um, so this is the color life from Big Twist Living, the Big Twist Living line. And um, she's also holding the phone, which would give her give her away. Do you have Instagram on super slow speed? Yeah, that's a great way to teach yourself. I do have an Instagram. I just actually started a drag Instagram. So if you're interested in makeup and anarchy, uh, um, so I'm watching Scream, and I am making a hexagon cardigan. So, and then my regular Instagram is ian.is.weird. Um, yeah, that's a great way to learn. I also learn from Instagram, but now I read patterns. I write patterns sometimes, and that I like to kind of freeform some stuff. I love the parents. Oh my gosh, I keep on thinking about Scary Movie because it's so funny. So I added some white around just to fill in the just to give some more white to the color mix because it's easier to like match the white than to like match any of the other colors. And so if it's white or a black, it's easier to add those colors in than any of the other colors. Kills. Okay, cool. Everyone wants to be on top. Oh my gosh, you have so much cool stuff on there. Oh, what can't wait to see. I just requested you back. Cleaning and organizing your room. That is, I know that's always a big task. So, I, uh, that is awesome, Lydia. Are you feeling any better? Your allergies kind of straightening up a little bit. Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. I know that allergies suck. See, now that I added the white manually, the white's coming in through the yarn, of course, even though it was like not there before. But that happens sometimes. At least it's a little bit more organic this time. And less like I'm forcing white into the pattern. Still have caught. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to count my edges to make sure that I still have 6 because the easiest and most frequent mistake when making an hexagon cardigan is that you add or take away a corner and then you got to frog a bunch of rows. So we're going to try to avoid that as much as possible. So 1, 2, 4, 6. Well, Matthew Lillard is so oh my god, he's so ridiculously hot. And if you sometimes get turned around or you forget where you started and you don't want to just keep working continuous, like granny hexagon, you can put a stitch marker where you start your round so that you don't accidentally go over it. I sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. It just kind of really depends on what. If I'm like doing a couple things at once, I don't usually do it, or I do it so that I can make sure I'm not as I don't make that mistake because I made that mistake before. It's each. Okay, so actually I made a mistake back here. Yeah, I made a mistake back at the beginning of that round. So I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna go put a stitch marker in the corner that I made. I didn't put the increase in there. Should have tied my ends with an invisible knot, but I didn't think about it. So, well, I'm going back. I'm going to do that. So, I guess I'm going to try to keep everything a little organized. I'm turning to invisible knots and go down. Need something to into. That's such a fun movie. What are you doing with the cellular telephone, son? The acting, the how just wanted. Oh, I totally understand. Oh, it's so like it's so funny. Like, just I know I've mentioned like scary movie like 100 million times, but it just was such a good parody of Scream. You can't even watch Scream anymore without thinking about Scary Movie. Okay, and so He like brings this gun. Oh my gosh, I love this movie. It's so funny. I'm sorry if like less talkative in this one, but like it's just like it's also just like it's like so much different of a tone. They have a right to know how does it feel to almost be brutally butchered. I love this movie. I love Flash movies. But they're not the most exciting, I feel like, and I don't want to speak for y'all, but like, I feel like I'm not being as entertaining as I normally am. He's like, I got over it when my parents divorced. Your mom was brutally murdered. You know, you should totally get over it too. I am sorry if my traumatized life is too much is an inconvenience to you in your perfect existence. It's just so brutal. What if Sydney killed? I love that part. Teenagers are fucking wild, and how they write teenagers is also fucking wild. I will slowly let down my dress. Look like a day over 12. Oh, what the fuck? Well, we can hope. Okay. Oh my gosh, Matthew Lillard's so hot. The principal putting it on and like acting scary. This is just too much. I forgot like what really happened. Because you just, it's so easy to get both movies. Close the door, and boom, there it is. can only hear the Richard Gere terrible story so many times so far. You have to start to believe it. Almost spilled. I can't dry. Forehead. Oh my gosh, Matthew Lillard is so silly. So this is what it looks like so far. You know, part of the part of the reason you know that your hexagon is working is it will not lay flat after really like 2 or 3, 3, 4, 5. Everyone's closing for curfew. So I got about this far with just like a partial um, scheme, and then I got 3 schemes. I'm not quite sure how far this will take me with this big hook. But I wanted to make sure I had enough. Plus, I will definitely use this yarn for other things if I don't have enough. Like a news reporter wouldn't be noticed at a fucking like teen high school party. She's got like her haggings on like the whole movie. It was like such like a caricature, like screen things. Oh my gosh, the scary movie parody. I'm like, please don't kill me, Mr. Serial Killer. She's like a head in the trash can. She's just throwing like shards of glass. Amazing. I've been so self-absorbed with all this post-traumatic stress. Oh my god. So, welcome in everyone. We're watching Scream. And sorry if I've been a little bit more quiet. I'm working on a hexagon cardigan. I'm working on, this is going to be half of it. It's going to be the trans pride colors. This is a commission that I got off of my Etsy store. I'm currently having a sale. I think actually, uh, I am having a sale, so they got 25% off of this, which makes me really happy that I was able to do this. And so half of theirs will be trans, and then the other half is going to be intersex coloring. So now, unlike a lot of the, I'm going to pause real quick. Unlike a lot of the pride flags that exist out there, this flag, the intersex flag, does not have a striping pattern. It is a solid golden yellow flag that has a purple circle in it. And so I am going to do I'm going to do the whole half of the intersex cardigan, or that half in the golden yellow color. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a patch, a circular patch. And I gave the person a couple options for where they'd like me to place it. I was like, I can place it honestly wherever, just wherever you feel are comfortable. But I was like, here are some of the places that I think it might look good. And so I told them, and they picked a place. So they're going to have it on the chest. So I'm just going to do basically a flat circle, and then the outer circle is going to be purple. I guess I could technically do something where I do like just a golden circle and then do a top stitch of the purple ring, which would be a little bit neater, but it's still like it. I don't know. It might not be. It'd be neater in some ways and not in other ways, if you know what I mean. Like, so I think I'll just do a flat circle increase until we get a good size for kind of the width of how wide it is from the center to the outside or to the underarm, and then that'll be how we do it. So, but right now I'm just working in these colors. Now, while these are both classified as 4-weights, the pride colors from Big Twist are thinner than the basic stitch from Lion Brand. So they're both technically 4-weights, but everywhere I went in and did the 4-weight, did some additions with the Lion Brand, I can feel, just because I'm used to it, like I can feel the difference. And the yellow I got is all basic stitch. Now this is the color mustard from Basic Stitch. Uh, Now there were two yellows that the um, the Basic Stitch had. No, sorry, Basic Stitch, Big Twist had. But I didn't like them as much, and I felt like they didn't quite encapsulate the kind of golden yellow that I wanted to go for the intersex colors. So I feel like this is the perfect color. I couldn't have asked for a more perfect color. So I'm really excited to use it. And I'm happy that I got this on a great discount because I think the yarn, I think all Lion brand was 20 or 30% off. And then I got an additional 25% off for picking it up in store. And then I got to make sure it was the right color and everything. And then, yeah, so happy with that. If you haven't seen the video that I posted earlier with my mini yarn haul, you'll also see what I picked up in store because I am not doing the cuff. So with my also the purple circle is a really important part of the so when I described the like the person ordered a patch on their cardigan, but the purple circle is a really important part. So to just put it at the sleeve feels like a little bit like you're kind of missing the whole point of it being like an intersex to me. But like also to me, like I mean, that could be really understated for some people and they really like that. But this is kind of like an overt like flag reference. So having it be like having the symbol be like on the chest. Because it's kind of like if I said like let me see. Trying to think of like flag. I don't know many flags that are just two colors. But like if I was doing a flag that was two colors and I just put the second color of the flag on the last stitch of the thing. And then I don't do cuffs I didn't do cuffs on this particular cardigan. So I kind of had like a big open, like it's kind of like a big like maxi cardigan where I don't have like cuffs on it or anything. So it's not even like a cuff that's like this width or anything like that. It's just like it's a big open sleeve. And part of the reason I did that was just because when I was making my own, I just was running out of time and I had to make stuff for Pride for myself. So I just kind of went with what I did. And I don't really like cuffed. Like if I'm gonna do like a big arm on something, I don't want a cuff that's gonna be big, like, or to cuff it and then have that big part. I just would rather have it be like flowy and out. So that's just kind of how I made it, and that's how I listed it. And so when I listed this, I gave them some options, and they got back to me. So I mean, if someone wanted to do more subtle, like, I mean, like, I guess like that's kind of where like the subtlety kind of comes in. It's like it's how subtle do you want your pride to be, and everyone like likes their pride to be a certain level of subtle or overt, and this intersex. Granted, not to let people know what the intersex flag looks like, but if you were showing your pride for that, like you want it to be noticeable. Like you kind of need to see that full circle. It kind of needs to be a focal point because it's right in the middle of the flag there. So yeah, so that's why I'm gonna do a patch so that it's really a nice visible part. Because like this side, super loud, proud, trans, and then to have it be like all yellow and then just like, oh yeah, there's a little bit of purple. That's not what this person wanted, so that's not what this person did. You know? Okay, let's get started. When do we see Jamie Lee Spears? Oh yeah, yeah. No, I totally understand. Only virgins can outsmart the killer in the end. There's certain rules that a person must follow. You can never have sex. Every time Matthew Lillard sticks his tongue out, I'm like, why don't I just sit on the TV until they make television? I'll see you in the kitchen. Dude, play him with a Cheeto. Obligatory tit shot. they found the principal like dead and like hung from the flagpole, and they're like, "Oh, let's go check it out!" Like fucking idiots. Teenagers. I like how David Arquette's just me. I guess he looks like he could be 25 more than some of these people look like they could be teenagers. And now they're making out in the bushes. So they found Cindy's dad's car nearby. Hey, China. I'm good. How are you? I'm working on a hexagon cardigan because we are trapped in the year 2013. But people still like these, and honestly, they're great and they're fun and like they're easy. So if people are having fun with them, I'm not gonna knock it. Like granny stitches are and getting stabbed, and then it's like ketchup when like obviously ketchup doesn't look like that. The only problem with like it is too is like also like Matthew Lillard is so much taller than like everyone else. It's like he would be so obvious. What are these weird fucking toys? but China, I'm watching Scream, which honestly I have such a hard time like separating from Scary Movie because like it was like the perfect parody. Um, that like it's just so one for one shot of like what happened like in the movie that like it's hard to separate them. But how are you doing, China? I didn't ask. I'm very rude. I do apologize. Um, and what are you making? What's in your cook? What you working on? Like Sydney's so strong. She's so athletic. She's like she's like literally like karate fighting. Like people are flipping over her, and she's just like, I'm so good. I'm so good. I'm at work. Oh no. So you're just living to live. Hey Nifty, welcome in. I did post a very small video earlier today, just like an hour or two before I hopped on to watch Scream. I picked up some things I needed for this crochet cardigan that someone ordered for me, and in that process, I did find some really gorgeous yarn. I just got a little bit of it, but it was just enough to be like, I had to show it off. Like, if like I'm if you haven't seen Scream, I just if you haven't seen Scream, like there's like multiple killers and they're all pretending like they're acting like there's one killer, but that's why there's so much like just like it's so hard to like pin down like who exactly did what. She just beat him to death with this brick ass phone. Oh my gosh, it's the first one. I'm only if anything came. She almost kills Cindy. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. It was full on like white woman meltdown where she's like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna almost kill four characters in a row to survive. Hey Brandon, I see you on Instagram. So I'm following you too. But yeah, if it comes in a sequel, I'm like not watching the sequels because I there's so many movies to get through, even in 100 nights, that I'm like, um, I can't possibly like get through like this movie like version like 1 through 8. So I'm just watching like the first of one thing. She's literally like kicking the killer. Like everyone else is like, oh, I'm defenseless. I get killed like instantly. And Sydney's like, I'm punching him in the throat. I'm kicking him in the balls. I'm just tripping him, and then I'm punching him, and I'm fucking. But like, she is so badass. Sydney came in thinking, oh my gosh. And she's like, I got it. Sydney's like, and then Billy's down, come rolling down the stairs with his ketchup. It's ketchup. Oh my god, your shirt would not look like that, and you would have cuts in your shirt. And like, come on, like I understand you're here for the drama, mama, but come on, be a little bit more theatrical. We all go a little mad sometimes. Yeah, she's awesome. I haven't seen all the streams because like, oh, corn syrup. Okay, yeah, okay, it would stand like that because it would have dye in it. And then you find out Matthew Lillard's in on it. He's still sexy as fuck. say that they framed the guy that Sydney put away for. It's a lot scarier when there's no motive, Sid. Mother was no Sharon Stone. Rest. Yeah, honestly, I'm mostly quiet but there's some like moments where I'm just like, I do speak up, but like at the end, I was, oh, when Matthew Lillard starts monologuing at the end, it's so good. It's just, oh, brotherhood, God. I love Matthew Lillard in this movie so much. Okay, have a good work, China. Sorry you're at work, but he's like, I'm ready, baby. I'm ready, baby. I'm feeling a little woozy. So you're just like telling themselves to stab each other. Everybody dies, but you gotta have a sequel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't take anymore. I feel a little woozy here. works better without the safety on. Okay, now there's like no white in like the whole side. But if I add white, then there's gonna be white. Oh shit. Oh, okay. I'm gonna frog a little bit and then add some. I think I'm dying here, man. Fancy ass mama's boy. My mom and dad are gonna be so mad at me. Hey Rudy, welcome in. She stabbed him with a... And then she just rolls Stu like she's done many a time. And then she's just like aiming for all of the weak spots. So if you missed it earlier, sometimes with this variegated yarn, especially this particular variegated yarn, the Big Twist Pride line, the living anti-pilling yarn, they don't do the best job at she just sticks a finger in his umbrella wound. Remember the safety that time, bastard. She just shoots him right now. like the plot of some scary movie. So, but oh yeah, so sorry. Uh, this yarn is it doesn't do a particularly great job at. Oh, I forgot Jada was in one of the movies. So this yarn doesn't do a great job, I think, at showing the yarns, the colors proportional to maybe what they would be in the flag. Always, and so sometimes it's great for like a more incognito look, but sometimes I feel like I need to add my own color to it, especially any of the flags that have white in them. I just feel like they barely put any white in the dyeing process. So I've been adding my own white if I see that there's just like a big expanse where there's just not really any white. I'll just go put my own, just so that I make sure that it looks like the flag should. Um, so yeah, Scream is always fun. I feel like I can't really go through that movie without referencing the scary movie as much as I did. So I do apologize that if you're like, please stop saying the same thing over and over again. We get it. It's scary movie, like parody, Scream, like verbatim. Like we get it. Like I'm sorry, but it did. Like it was such like a direct parody of it. And obviously, as the scary movies went on, they started to incorporate like a couple movies or several movies into their plot lines. But really, I think pretty much the first scary movie was like just Scream. Scream's so good. Going go. I just took my meds and my cough meds. Okay, Lydia, thank you for hanging out. Um, but it just parodied it so well. Scream is such a good movie, and I think that it really played with this idea because until the end, you don't even think that there's a possibility that there are more than one, like there's more than one person that could be the killer. With other movies, there's things that throw you off the scent of one person being the killer, so you couldn't guess who it was. But in this movie, there are actually multiple people pretending to just be one person. Um, and that is really key in, I think, the success of this movie is how it, it does that. I'm getting a little woozy here. Um, there are so many iconic lines, iconic characters, really just like great actors who were very early in their career, or like some of them kind of in like the like midst to the height of their career. This is definitely like the era of Nev Campbell. So her like being this like main character and having this series follow her, just like really just going through it constantly, not getting a break. Just like it really was so good, and then you just get like it's so good. And so I've seen Scream 1 so many times, and then the other Screams, like maybe I've never seen, maybe I've seen once or twice, but really like I haven't seen them all, or seen them all a bunch of times. So if you think that I should watch more Screams, let me know, for sure. But but I just have fun because for me, like, I definitely have seen Scary Movie many more times than I've seen Scream. Because once you've seen Scary Movie, you almost don't feel like you need to go back and see Scream, right? Because you get not only like you have the visual of what happened in Scream, but then you get the jokes of what happened in Scary Movie and just how like ridiculous like some of the things are. And like, so I feel like all of the things I said for the most part were just like referencing Scary Movie rather than actually referencing Scream. So I'll have to see if I can find let me see if I can find it. Scary Movie. See if we have it here. Nowhere for free, which is very, very sad because it's so good. It's like a lot of the places like I could buy for like $3, $4, like, but that's like every night, like for 100 nights, buying all those movies, like that would add up a lot, and I don't want to do that. So, um, so yeah, I have a lot of I think that this is it's a great series. Um, of what I've seen from it, she like Sydney is a badass. Like she definitely defies these like um, the scream queens of just like she defies like the stereotype of these like blonde bimbos or like just bimbos in general, um, who like can't fight and are just like, please don't hurt me, like the kind of like character that Rose McGowan plays in this, or uh, that her equivalent plays in Scary Movie. She definitely plays someone who like can fight her way out of a lot of these situations, and surprisingly does fairly well for herself. Just like keeping herself alive when like really none of the other characters show that same type of like fight prowess, and and uh, she is so good. If I did any one series of movies or things like that, it would be the Scary Movie series because it does culminate a lot of scary movies together. The only one I wouldn't watch is the one where they reference the movie that I do not like, and it's just because I can't handle that movie. It is a really big trigger for me. I don't do it, so I won't even talk about it. We're not going to talk about it. Bing, bang, boom. If you mention this movie, I will tell you to spam the comments or spam the chat until it goes off my screen because I can't even think about it. Like that's how scared of this movie I am. So there's one movie where they, thank you, Rudy, where they reference this, and I cannot watch that scary movie. But other than that, uh, all the other ones that I've seen, I do really enjoy. And Anna Faris has talked about potentially like maybe like rebooting the series um, if Regina comes back and if the pay is right. So that would be amazing because I would love to see what would come out of some of these newer parodies because been a big evolution, I think, in a lot of the scary movies of like today, and I would really like to see how the scary movie writers and producers would put that together. So let's all hope that one day we can see that become a reality. But I'm going to leave you all to it. I'm going to keep working on this. I'm going to record a video for my other channel. If you missed it, I did do a live where I talked about what I'm going to be talking about on my other channel. Um, it's going to be a big shift. And if you are following, if you're subscribed to my other channel, I really suggest watching it because it might be something that you are not interested in partaking in, and that's fine. It might be something, conversely, it might be something that you're very interested in, and it's just good to have informed decisions about things because it's going to be a hard lift from what I do now. And I'm going to try to get a lot of the videos that are on there to be on this page so that people don't have to cross over if they don't want to. So I hope you all have a great evening, and I will talk to you later.